again. It's Sandra Hart at Life Over 60. Now, I know that somewhere, sometime in your life, we all have done this. I know I have. On my walk this morning, I thought I would just allow you to listen to the sounds of South Beach along with me. Hello and welcome again. I'm so glad that you decided to join me today. And if you haven't subscribed, I surely would love to have you as a part of this wonderful community that we have here. Today I'm going to do a little bit of a rant. I think I'm allowed once in a while, so forgive me. I think we've all have done this in our lifetimes once in a while. I know I have. I heard someone the other day doing a woe is me rant about something that she lost. And she was going on and on like it was the end of her life because she lost this thing. Well, I've done that myself. I really have. I can remember when I was selling my house, I had realtors coming and going, and sometimes a realtor would come or send somebody, another realtor, to the house. Well, one weekend, a woman and her husband and child came, and she was a realtor. And for some reason, I didn't get her card, and I'm so stupid. But I let her and her husband and their little child, to go through the house. And I think he may have been autistic. There's something was just not quite right with him, but he was sweet. Anyway, so I went out on the deck with the dog because Sophie barks all the time. And they went through the house, and then the husband came out, and then I saw the wife walk up the pathway with her little boy dragging him by the hand. And I talked to the husband for a while. Then she came back, and the little boy reached out his hand like this, like he was saying goodbye. I said, well, that's the way he's saying goodbye. So I walked toward him with the dog. Then all of a sudden, the mother turned around and like dragged her son away, and the husband said goodbye. Well, I went into the house and I turned off the music. You know, I stage everything, make it nice. And when I went into my room, I realized at that moment that I had left a 36 tiny diamond encrusted anniversary band that Arthur had given me. I had left it in the ashtray next to my bed, and it was gone. It was absolutely gone. And I quickly thought for a moment, when that little boy reached out his hand, a clenched fist toward me, his mother may have said, give it back. And when he saw the dog, he got scared, and then the mother kind of had second thoughts, and so she dragged him away. I didn't have her card. I called the realtor, and they didn't remember that she had made an appointment, whatever. I mourned that material thing for such a long time. I mourned it. I was just heartbroken. I thought, oh, I'll never get a ring like that again. But I eventually came to peace with it. And I thought, it's just a material thing. I haven't lost a child. I haven't lost a leg. I haven't lost my husband. I haven't lost my house. Of course, the house is a material thing, but a house, I think, is kind of human because it's a part of us. So I realized that I was mourning something that was just a material thing. And I don't know whether it's because I am as old as I am and I've lived as long as I have, but I hope that I know when we lose something that it's like a wedding ring or something that is extremely personal and has a lot of memories with it, a piece of jewelry maybe that your grandmother gave you, or for security reasons, if your keys or your keys to the car. That is so angsting, isn't it? Because you're not only you've lost the thing, but you've lost all those wonderful memories, and you'll never be able to get that back again. And as far as your keys go, that's a safety concern. You're afraid that someone has found your keys and they're going to get back into your house, or it's a bunch of keys or a key fob that's so expensive, and you know that it's going to be, hard to replace it. Those things I understand. But just regular material things that don't have great memories attached to them, that don't have safety concerns attached to them, let it go. You really have to let it go. And sometimes I think maybe there is a reason that we lose things that we covet and that we hang on to. The message behind that, I think, is we have to set our priorities, and we have to learn what is important to us and what is not important to us. You cannot replace your light. You cannot replace your sight. You can't replace a person in your life. And those things are so important. And maybe the lessons we learn by losing material things is that it's not that big of a deal. In the scope of things in life, it's not that big of a deal. So when I hear people go on and on about material things in their lives that have no great memories attached to them, that have no safety concerns attached to them, I often wonder where their priorities are. One of my grandchildren recently was in a terrible automobile accident. It was not their fault. Someone was making a left-hand turn in the right-hand lane and broadsided their car and hit the car so hard that it sent it over into the divider and into the grass. The car was completely totaled, But thank heavens my grandchild had only minor scratches. To me, that any material thing is replaceable. It might be expensive, but it's replaceable. But no matter what the cost, our lives are not replaceable. You are not. And I think maybe it is something to think about when you lose something that you think is so important to your life. I want you to stop and think, well, do you know what? I'm still here. It's not the end of the world. The end of the world is when a life is lost. That really is the end of the world. So, what life teaches us if we listen, and why things happen to us, and a loss of health is a major thing, but a loss of material thing is not a major thing in the scope of things in your life. Okay, I'm finished today. Thank you ever so much for sharing your few minutes with me today. I hope that you do something wonderful yourself, and that you be kind to whomever crosses your path, and that you share the love. And I look forward to seeing you in my next video.